Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another esports video. Today, I'm giving you guys my top 5 quarterback prospect rankings for the 2021 NFL Draft. Obviously, this is a position that has been heavily talked about. Who's number one? Who's number two? Where are the Jets going to take a quarterback? Is Trevor Lawrence going to be that good? And yeah, today I'm giving you guys my top 5 quarterbacks. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new, and definitely watch a full video so you can comment down below. I do have some hot takes, so I love to get other people's opinions. You guys love all of our mock draft content, so I want to give something different, but it still has to do with the draft. Let's get into my number 1 quarterback. And I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go with, and this isn't me just trying to follow the media. I think Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in the class. And people are like, well, yeah, why are you saying that? Obviously he is. But there's been a lot of talk about Zach Wilson being the number 1 quarterback. I forgot his name. There is a analyst who has predicted, Mahomes to be the best quarterback. He had a lot of good draft rankings, and he has Wilson as his number 1. I still think Trevor Lawrence is the best. I think Wilson possibly has the best ceiling, but Trevor Lawrence is so good. You see, he's 6'6" and mobile. He has a great arm, audible length of the line. He's a leader. And I think when he goes to the Jaguars at pick 1 on April 29th, I think he's going to be a phenomenal quarterback. I think just really the intangibles he has and everything he really has as tools is everything that will translate into the NFL. Obviously, he's had competition. Wilson hasn't. And I think Trevor Lawrence arguably is the best quarterback. You can argue maybe Wilson has the most potential, but I think right now you put Lawrence in an NFL team and he will be the best quarterback in year 1 out of all of them. And I think some of the later quarterbacks I've ranked are more of projects, like we've seen from Josh Allen or Mahomes. I think Trevor Lawrence is an immediately put in and play incredibly, you know, and I think he's just going to be such a good quarterback. You really cannot speak highly of this man. I think he's just a phenomenal player, generational quarterback talent, one of the best we've seen since Peyton Manning, since Andrew Luck. And I think he'll be great. But let's get on to number 2. And again, number 2, I'm not going to really risk it. I think it's Zach Wilson. Why not Justin Fields? Why not Trey Lance? Trey Lance is not as much of, that's more of an outsider pick, but Zach Wilson's very, very talented. Obviously, size-wise, he doesn't match up as well with Lawrence, but I think his arm strength is incredible. He has good audibling at the line. I think he has good vision. He has his arm talent is incredible. His accuracy is incredible. He has all the tools, like we've seen from all of the top quarterbacks, like Lawrence. He has all the tools to go in immediately. The problem is he plays on BYU. Right now, comment down below or think in your head, what's a team, what division do BYU play in, and what's a team that they play? Since I've only watched film, no, but I still actually don't know right now off the top of my head what division Zach Wilson plays in. And I think, again, that might be a nail against me, but he still showed so much promise. And the argument that you can combat against that is he doesn't have the weapons or the first round talent that Lawrence has every year, that Fields has every year. And I think Zach Wilson is so good. He's mobile. He's very good in the pocket, which I think he has an upper hand in Trevor Lawrence. He's very mobile in the pocket. And I think his just accuracy and ability to run and throw is really, really good, and obviously versatile in the NFL and in a league where it's much more mobile and kind of more quarterbacks who can't just be perfect throwers of the ball. They need to be able to get out of the pocket and make plays. I think Zach Wilson fits that mold. I would assume he goes to the Jets at 2. Who knows what happens, but I think whichever NFL team lands him, I think he's a longer-term project than Trevor Lawrence, but I think he has the most potential in the draft to be the best quarterback out of this class, and I think he'll be very, very, very good. All right, quarterback 3. Here's where it starts to get a bit hot. I have Trey Lance. Okay. I think Trey Lance will I really just think his upside is tremendous. He's been compared to Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson in the way that he is mobile, and Mahomes in the way that his arm. You saw his pro day. I believe he had his pro day this past Friday. It's currently set, so not this past Friday, this Friday. What is the date today? It's March. I'm getting off track. It's March 13th. So he had it March 12th on Friday, and he was very, very good. He had one great sideline throw, and I think his arm talent's amazing. And just what separates him from a lot of these quarterbacks is his mobility. I think he's really fast. He's agile. He's dynamic type quarterback, kind of that Deshaun Watson type guy. You put him in, and he's just, and obviously, there's differences between those two players, but I think just his ability to be a dynamic playmaker and make plays when there isn't a play to be made is what I really like about Trey Lance, and why I have him ranked above Justin Fields is why you're probably all asking, well, what about Justin Fields? I like the upside that Trey Lance brings, and obviously I'll talk about Justin Fields later, but big fan of Lance, big fan of just what he brings to the team. Again, longer term project coming out of, he's coming out of why am I North Dakota? I don't know why I'm completely messing up. Obviously, Carson Wentz came out. We saw what Carson Wentz did. He was good. So I think Trey Lance will be very, very talented. And what really I like about him is it's kind of that, oh yeah, well, Lamar Jackson can run, but he can't really throw that well. What I think Trey Lance, obviously, there's no one like Lamar Jackson. There's no quarterback who will be as good. Lamar Jackson's already the best running quarterback to ever play in the NFL. And I think Trey Lance, obviously, he's not as much of a mobile guy, but he's fast. He has jets, and his accuracy and throwing power is much better than Lamar Jackson's even now in the NFL. So yes, I know he's from North Dakota. I don't know why I messed up on that. But I think the North Dakota quarterback, Mr. Trey Lance, will be a great, great pick. Maybe it's the 49ers, maybe it's early the Panthers, who knows? Maybe it's the Falcons, maybe it's even the Jets at 2. Who knows? We'll have to see. But I do like Trey Lance. That's why I have him ranked at number 3. Number 4, and here he comes, Justin Fields. And again, I don't hate Justin Fields. Obviously, I have a bit more of a stickler, I guess you could say, than other people, only for the fact that just there's been problems that kind of throw me off. Obviously, we have not seen a good Ohio State quarterback in the recent century. That's a in the recent decade, to be more precise. Obviously, Haskins was awful. JT Barrett was awful. Burrow technically, but he was on LSU when he really broke out. And I think Fields would be great. My problem is his progressions are a bit slow, and his throwing outside the hashes is questionable. So I think that's why he's fallen. And what people are talking about is like, yeah, in any NFL draft earlier, in any NFL draft, he's pick 1 easily. But my problem is just he's not a massive guy. He's not huge. He's still big. I believe he's 6'3". I might be wrong. So I mean, size isn't really a problem, and I think he's very mobile. Again, a lot of people comparing him to Deshaun Watson. People are like, if the Dolphins or whichever team were to trade that pick in the top 10, whether it be Niners, whichever, maybe the Jets, Fields can slot in and be a great, great quarterback and be kind of that dynamic playmaker. And I don't doubt he can be. And I think Fields has probably the 3rd highest upside in ranking that's what I think. But I think the quarterback's head, I think that's it. Even having the 3rd highest upside, I still think he has incredible upside. I think he'll be a good quarterback. The reason I have him falling is I like kind of what tools the other quarterbacks have and just the problems they haven't shown as much as Fields has shown, against Northwestern. Obviously, he was amazing against Clemson, as it showed in the photo here. And people were like, oh, why are you hating on him? He was amazing against Clemson. Yeah, I know. But then the national championship, he was kind of quiet. Yes, it was against an amazing Alabama team. And, it was more of an offensive battle. It was more of the Ohio State's defense couldn't handle. But if you're Fields, I think his stock has fallen a little bit due to that. And I think the quarterback, and it's not as much fallen. I think it's just how much people are looking at Wilson and Lance now than they were when Fields was playing. So he's my QB4. Now, my QB5 is Kellen Mond from Texas A&M. If you guys have known me or watching some of the channel, I absolutely love Kellen Mond. I think he's just really going to be a absolutely incredible quarterback and someone who's going to shock a lot of people. 4 years of experience from Texas A&M, consistent over 100 PSR, great arm, very fast, very elusive. Dak Prescott good arm, and I really like him to go to the 49ers. And why I have him at QB5 is his experience. I think his experience and versatility on an NFL team, because you can bring in Kellen Mond and sit him for a year or 2 years. And if you're the 49ers right now, it's like, yeah, Deshaun Watson, you have the option there. You have the option to let Garoppolo go and then maybe draft someone in the top 5 picks. But I think right now for the 49ers, you want to hold on to Garoppolo. Obviously, the Patriots are probably front runners to get him, and they have re-signed Cam Newton, which I thought was smart. And if they're to take that top pick and maybe go offense, maybe get a weapon, maybe get an offensive line, I mean, whatever they do there, and I think they get Trey Lance in that 2nd or 3rd round, I think it would be such a great value pick, which I think people would underrate so much. I think it'd be such an underrated pick. And I really just like, Kellen Mond, he's just a good quarterback. I think he's mobile. I think his arm talent's good. I really like the fit with the 49ers. I'm kind of talking about why I like him in the 49ers. But why I like him as a quarterback, I like the Texas A&M system is kind of translatable to the NFL. I think he can kind of learn behind whichever quarterback he sits behind and just be a really talented guy. And I know, why not Mac Jones? Why not Kyle Trask? Kyle Trask, I really don't like him. I'll say it again. I don't know what I was going to say there. I'll say it again. I don't like people who are compared to Jared Goff. I don't like what I've seen from Trask. I don't like the experience he has. Mac Jones played for 1 year on the best offense, one of the best teams we've seen in college football. No hate to Mac Jones, but basically he can't run that well. He's mainly a pocket passer, and in the league where pocket passes are starting to get out of date, I think Mond is just more of a attractive pick to teams because Mac Jones is arguably a first round pick, whether a team reaches there or not. And I think Mond is just going to be that late round guy that's going to really stun a lot of people. So I think he's just going to be a very, very good quarterback. But if you guys did enjoy that video, make sure to like, subscribe. I had a lot of hiccups there. I don't know. I was stumbling some of my words, namely not knowing how to say North Dakota. But if you guys enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out so much. We're, hoping to get to 1,500 subscribers, maybe 2,000 by the summer. So if you guys are new and you watch a video, why not just click on full screen, click our subscribe button. It's free and it helps us out so much. Comment down below. I love to talk to you guys about, what you guys think. Is Kellen Mond there? Blah, blah, blah. I can already tell there's going to be something about either the Mond or Fields ranking and the Lance ranking. But if you have anything else as well, just comment anything down below. We have a ton of videos. We're going to try. We post very consistently. So if you guys like football content, a lot of it, you can always subscribe and rely on us to give you guys updated news. All of our socials are linked down below, our Instagram, podcast, and our website. Obviously, we're going to try and up-to-date that website and podcast as much as we can. We just have a lot of stuff. But our Instagram, if you guys want to find us somewhere else than YouTube, our Instagram, we're very active on. So you can get us over there. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.